started off fast. Thought we started off with good rhythm offensively. Defensively, held them to a big goal line stand. Held them to field goals, but we didn't execute in the red zone, which ended up being the story of the game. And then the second half, not being able to, get a rhythm offensively, they did a good job, and credit to them. There's no excuse for it. We gotta be much better, and they outplayed us today. So got a lot to work on.
On the right there, Jimmy.
Sherrone, just to start off, what do you think was the difference in this game?
Yeah, they just played better. They executed better. We didn't play good enough. We didn't execute enough, and they did when it mattered, and they played a better game.
Clearly, some emotion behind this one for you. How are you feeling? What are you feeling right now?
Yeah, not good, right? I mean, it stings. Everybody stings. You sting for the seniors, you sting for the program. When you're in this 24/7, when you're in this for 365, this hurts, and you work tirelessly to make this, be successful. So, not just about me; it's really about the kids and all the hard work in. So, I'll put it on me. I always put stuff on me and self-reflect, self-look at, see what we need to fix and see what we need to do. But it's got to be better.
On the left, Tom.
Sherrone, the lack of quarterback pressures on saying, did they do something schematically on their pass pro to help that cause or break that down?
No, just we didn't get enough rush. There's things we could have did and we didn't do really, well enough twist game wise and things, and they just picked up the pressures and they did a good job.
Steve, in the middle.
Sherrone, Bryson, and Andrew Marsh have been pretty spectacular before you come down the stretch. Today, it wasn't the game that you wanted or they wanted. Talk about how they were able to thwart your passing game.
Yeah, I mean, I think, coverage-wise, they did some things to, reroute the receivers, and we just didn't get a rhythm, right? We didn't protect well enough. We didn't get the guys open enough, all those things. But again, it's a team effort. There's no blame. There's no pointing fingers, right? It's a whole team effort. We got to work to get better at all those things for both those guys, for all those players. So again, we'll continue to go back to what we need to get better at.
In the back left, Aaron.
Sherrone, when Jim goes from Boston to Ohio State, it almost seemed like there's something to be gained or something to learn from this. What can you take away from this type of loss, this magnitude of loss?
I mean, we'll look at the film and see exactly what it is, but you don't want this feeling again. So 364 days a year, of course, and figure out ways to win this game, along with all the other games we're going to play. But we got another game we got to play after this, so we got to regroup and try to get 10 wins. That'll be a huge success for this team to get 10 wins with such a young team. Starting 6 freshmen, redshirt freshman, true freshman quarterback, redshirt freshman running back, 3 redshirt freshman offensive linemen. So we got to regroup as a team and make sure we do that.
In the front, Tony.
Yeah, Sherrone, at the half, you guys had, I think, 18 rush attempts and 5 passes. You were leaning on them a bit in the rush, but was the plan coming in to be that run heavy?
No, I mean, you always want to be balanced. I think just when it starts working, things start, the first part of the game is however many it was, and you lean on that a little bit more, So I don't think that wasn't the plan. You wanted to be balanced in what we did. But when you're successful in the run game like that, that's what you want to do. So, but again, we didn't do a good enough job of doing that in the second half.
And then by the second half, when you started passing a little more, did it feel like, it was kind of more obvious passing situations?
Yeah, when you get down at certain times, you have to do that, right? So that's just what the game became.
Bob.
Sherrone, I know you said you were disappointed, but were you surprised at the way they were able to control the trenches, kind of like you have done to them the last few years? It seemed like they did it to you guys.
Yeah, I thought we would have been, better at stopping the run there. And they did late in the game. They did a really good job of leaning on us. We didn't do a good enough job of stopping the run. So credit to them again. I'm not going to take anything away from them and how they played. They played well.
Hook 'em up in the front left, Austin.
Sherrone, Bryce's first experience in this rivalry, just tell us how he played and what you want him to take away from this.
Yeah, I mean, I just want him to feel the feeling like he feels right now. That's really the biggest thing. That'll motivate him enough to be as good as he can be. So the feeling that he has, that stinging feeling he has, as well as all the players and coaches, embrace that feeling that you have of that loss, and and it'll motivate you throughout the year.